What's going on, guys? It is Sunday night. Just got home from Scott's house, Motor City Comic Con weekend. It was super awesome. As far as the con itself, it was better than last year. Lines were moving smoothly. There's no super long waits, but we were able to find some really great books, and I'm really thankful for that. I'm gonna get to showing some stuff a little bit later, but right now I want to take the opportunity to talk about express my thanks to everybody out there. Not only Scott and John and CJ. The community is a really great place, and I'm super glad to have had the opportunity to meet them. They're not only my three best friends here in the community. They're three of the coolest people that I've ever met. And had I not been on YouTube, I would have not had the opportunity to meet them. Scott lives an hour away from me, and if I'd never gotten on here, we would have never met. So super thankful for them, and I'm super thankful for everybody who watches my videos, everybody who supports me, everybody that I talk to, everybody on Twitter. Twitter's a great thing, and it's great to be able to talk to anybody at any time of the day. And I think this weekend we did a lot of stuff on Twitter. And I'll put my Twitter account, the link will be down in the description, and I'll also put the channel links for Scott, John, and CJ down there. But I want to say thanks to everybody on Twitter who followed us this weekend. I like to think that everybody enjoyed us posting and keeping everybody updated on what we were doing, but we enjoyed the interaction with you guys just as much as anybody else got enjoyment out of what we were doing. It took our experience to a whole nother level to not be able to just not share our weekend between the four of us, but to make it more about everybody out there on Twitter and out there on YouTube who got to watch our videos and stuff. So I'm super thankful for everybody who was involved with us and what we were saying. It really did take our experience to a whole nother level, and we were super happy to be able to involve as many people as we could with all the great stuff that was going on this weekend. This was an absolutely fantastic weekend. Three really awesome guys that I got to hang out with. Three of my best friends, period. And I really hope we get to do it again sometime soon. Maybe even with some more people. It was an absolutely amazing time. Maybe we'll have to try and make this an annual sort of thing, but we'll see. As far as my haul video goes, I got some really awesome stuff, some books that I had no intention of buying, and I am absolutely in love with them. So for the single issues, I'm going to switch the video around so that I can do the books justice. You can see them in some nice HD quality. To look at my mug while I talk about them. But I'm going to shoot a piece after this, showing off my trades. I said it's Sunday night. I'm probably going to upload this on Monday, so you guys will be seeing this then. But anyway, I'm going to flip this thing around and show you guys the trades that I picked up this weekend. Okay, guys, change of plans. I'm doing signatures first, and then I'm going to do the trades. Met a ton of creators. I'm going to fly through these books here. First of all, this is the program for this year. The Crow on the cover, James O'Barr was there. Cool to get to meet him. I'll get to that in a second. Daredevil #1, signed by Mark Waid. Done in gold. It looks really cool in that way in gold. You can see it a little bit more on #2, right there. Uncanny X-Men #1. This is the Scotty Young baby variant. Signed it right there. Hands down, coolest guy we met the entire time we were there. This is Art Baltazar, Itty Bitty Hellboy #1. I had to buy a new copy I picked up a new copy from him because I sent my original 5 to Scott to read with Lucas, and I'm super glad that I did because Lucas loves them. But this is Itty Bitty Hellboy #1, done by Art Baltazar. Signed it up there. He also does $1 crayon sketches while you wait, and he was so awesome to talk to, and I asked him to do Roger for me. Roger's one of my favorite Hellboy characters, and he was my favorite character in this Itty Bitty Hellboy book. So there it is. Just his little $1 sketches. It's so amazing that he does this for people. John got a really awesome Harley Quinn one done. So He's a super amazing guy. Definitely check out his stuff. It's really cool. I have some Swamp Things. Of course, I'm out of order here. Okay, Swamp Things. These are signed by Charles Soule, number 19. Signed there. Number 24. Right there. And then their most recent arc, 29. Right there. 30. You guys know how crazy I am about this this Swamp Things, this Charles Soule Swamp Thing stuff. And number 31. Right there. And also from Charles Soule, I don't know if I can get this all on camera here. I can try. This is on like rice paper. This is like a movie poster. I forget the exact story that he told me where it was done, but I believe it was in an Asian country. One of his friends was there, and he went to a guy who just worked out of like a back alley somewhere, making movie posters on this rice paper. And he knew his friend, Charles Soule's friend, knew that he was writing Swamp Thing, and he had some Swamp Thing ones done. And the cool thing about these is that they're all different because it's the inks are like hand rolled and hand dyed. So it's all of them are different. This is also signed by Charles Soule. That is so awesome. I'm going to get a cool frame for this. Something special because it's like I said, it's like a rice paper material, so it's super thin. And he signed it for me right there at the top. And he had 100 of these with him there, and he said that once that 100 was out, that was going to be it. That was all it was available. But that was super cool. This is The Crow, the 5th printing of the original graphic novel after the miniseries, signed by James O'Barr right there. We have some Justice League Darks, signed by J.M. DeMatteis. And a Phantom Stranger. This is number 8. I love that Phantom Stranger cover. That's why I picked that one. And I love this Swamp Thing cover, number 25. He also said it was one of his favorites. And he also talked about how awesome Mikkel Janin is, which is 100% true. And this is the most recent issue, number 30. And the last one. This is the big one. We all had this book to get signed, and we all got a picture taken with Chris Claremont with our copies. This is Marvel graphic novel number 5, God Loves, Man Kills. This is a first print, signed by Chris Claremont right there. If you have not read this book, I highly recommend it. This is my favorite X-Men story, hands down. It is so intense and it is so awesome. Definitely check it out. There's multiple printings, there's multiple trades released that you can definitely check out. But look into getting this Marvel graphic novel too if you can. It's super awesome. Okay, that's signatures. I know John's gonna be mad at me for showing these, but he deserves some thanks for it. These are some books that John brought me, so they're not included with my con haul. But this is Uncanny X-Men number 1. I jumped on this late, and he found a shop that had a bunch of number 1, so he grabbed that for me. This book is absolutely amazing, and I only wanted this. This is only John knew that I was going after Mike Mignola covers, and Mignola did this, and he did the interiors, and it just so happens that this book's gotten like ridiculous lately. This is Rocket Raccoon number 1, the number 1 of the miniseries. Like I said, Mike Mignola did the cover and the interior and the interiors, which is weird because this doesn't look anything like Mike Mignola, but that's still really cool. Really appreciate that. He had a double of Miles Blade number 2. He sent that my way. I need to find 1, 3, and 4 because all I've heard about this series is really good things. Justice League of America number 203. I slowly picked this up. This cover is amazing with the Royal Flush Gang on it there. Love it. And then we have some Amazing Adventures X-Men reprints, which is awesome, so I can read them. This is number 8. That cover is amazing. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Number 13. I have no idea which specific issues these are reprinting, but number 14. Pretty cool stuff. Big thanks to John for giving me that stuff. Okay, now the rest of this stuff is trades. Here, I'll show you the stack from the reverse angle. I picked up a lot of trades. They're pretty much half off, and today they were even less than half off. Got a bunch of trades, even though I told myself I wasn't going to pick up any because I have a big stack of trades to read already. But I don't know if these are in any particular order, but we'll go through them. This is Batman Nightfall Part 1. You know, when you get this, you can get this for half off the cover price. It's $30 cover price. Got it for, probably got it for $12 or something today, which is totally worth it. This is going to take me a long time to get through, so, but excited for that. Super pumped about this. Scott, CJ, and I all picked up a copy so that we can, we're probably all going to read it together and maybe do a review of a live video on it or something. But this is Catwoman When in Rome, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Super pumped to get into this. I love me some Catwoman, and I love me some Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale together. Another book of theirs in here as well. This one is Batwoman Elegy. This collects her Detective Comics run 854 to 860. Written by Greg Rucka, art by J.H. Williams, which is absolutely amazing. I've been going back and reading some of the New 52 stuff, and it's been awesome. So I decided to check that out. Batman Through the Looking Glass, Bruce Jones writing, Sam Keith on art. This is a hardcover. It looks super weird, and it looks super awesome because I love Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. So decided to check that one out. I kind of went Batman crazy here. The past few weeks I've been saying that I've been slacking on the Batman, so I made up for that here. Next, this is Grant Morrison, Andy Kubert, J.H. Williams III, Tony Daniel, Batman and Son. I don't know what this collects. Batman 855 through 858, 863 to 869, 872 to 875, and includes issue 666. So super excited to get into this. I'm not a fan of Damian, but I'm assuming that I probably will be after I read that. This isn't a Batman book, but this is Flash Volume 2, the Manapul and Buscetta run. I read the first issue and I love it, so I had to pick this one up as well. Their work on this book is absolutely amazing. I love Long Halloween, and I've heard some people say that this book is even better, and if that's the case, that is going to kick ass. This is Batman Dark Victory, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. I had a bunch of the other printing, the red one, but I wanted the newer one that matched the new Long Halloween printing, so I just had to hold out and find this one. But can't wait to get into that. I am gonna have to get Haunted Night, the follow up to this one. Next, maybe the one that I'm most looking forward to reading, maybe because of the Mike Mignola artwork, or maybe because of the Jack the Ripper story. But this is Batman Gotham by Gaslight. How much cover price on this is $13, so I got it for like $6.50 or something. Can't beat that. Got a couple Marvel books here. This is Daredevil, The Man Without Fear. This is a miniseries written by Frank Miller, art by John Romita Jr., which doesn't look too bad. CJ picked this up in singles, so we're going to read this together and talk about it a bit. Next, this is Punisher Dark Reign, Rick Remender, Jerome Opeña. This collects the first 5 issues of Rick Remender's Punisher run. I've yet to read a whole lot of Punisher, and I love Rick Remender, so I decided to check this out. I mean, it's only the first 5 issues, so give that a shot. Next, this is super cool. I don't know if this is worth anything, but just the fact that it's a first print, and it's the original copy of the graphic novel that came out in 1987, I think it's absolutely amazing that it's survived this long. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Eastman and Laird's. This is book 3, published by First Graphic Novel. I don't know what issues this collects, but it's a first printing, 1987, so it's collecting early Turtles books, and I think this is super awesome. That cover is awesome. This was like $5. You honestly can't beat that. You see it's in a bag. It's going in my my Turtles box with my my magazine-sized Turtles books. Next, I jumped on this book late. It's an amazing book, and I need to go back and read the beginning, so I picked this up. This is Rachel Rising, The Shadow of Death. I think this is the new printing. They just did one that started to come out. I absolutely love this series, so I'm really excited to be able to read the beginning of that. Next, this is for my girlfriend. This is The Walking Dead Volume 2. She loves The Walking Dead, the show, and I'm just starting to sort of get her into reading the books. I've already read this. I think I've read up to issue 60, maybe, of the series so far. So, but she'll be excited to get that. Next, this is Fatale, Volume 4. This book is so amazing. I'm gonna at some point upgrade to the deluxe hardcover, so I'll probably end up selling my trades. But I needed to grab this because I really, really want to read it. And I'm surprised they had it so soon after it came out, but I can't beat that. And then this is a really cool book. This is not a trade, but this is Hellboy the Companion. It's a little smaller. It's like it's a little bit smaller in size, but this is basically like Marvel did those encyclopedias. This is basically an encyclopedia for the Hellboy universe. You have like pages about each character, their origin and stuff, things that have happened to them, so you can look up specific characters. And then you flip to the back of the book, and it has a timeline of events in the Hellboy universe. So I'm always trying to figure out I'm always confused by stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, what happened when. So this will definitely help me keep things straight, and I'm pumped to have found this. So next, I'm gonna flip the camera around, and I'm gonna show you some of my back issues. This video is gonna be super long, so big thanks to anybody who's sticking with me here. We're gonna power through this one. What's going on, guys? Now, this is going to be all the single issues that I picked up this weekend. It's sort of abbreviated. I cut out some random stuff for the sake of time because it's already going to be a super long video. But this is all the sort of more important, better stuff, I think. Mostly some runs and stuff I was going after. So we'll start here with... Actually, we'll start with this. This is some Mike Mignola Hellboy-related stuff. These are some Mike Mignola covers first. I got some more different ones, but these are my favorites. This is Action Comics Annual number 6, Mignola cover. Whoop. Daredevil Annual number 7. That one's awesome. This one's a bit significant. This is Batgirl Special number 1. The last appearance of Barbara Gordon Batgirl before she gets shot by the Joker. And this is probably my favorite Mignola non-Hellboy cover. This is Aquaman number 6. That cover kicks ass. Okay, and now we have one BPRD filler, and that was all I was able to find. This is Hell on Earth Russia number 1. I need one more issue, and I have Hell on Earth complete. This is Hellboy the Island 2 of 2. Hellboy the Fury Part 2 of 3. I'm working on my way through all these Hellboy singles slowly but surely. Hellboy the Wild Hunt 6 of 8. Darkness Calls number 3 of 6. And this is a Hellboy crossover. I pick up all these when I see them as well. This is Painkiller Jane and Hellboy, one shot by Event Comics. I'm going to give that a read and see what that's all about, but looks pretty cool. Next, some Kevin Smith stuff. There was two different series, his Daredevil run and also his Green Arrow run that I wanted to pick up so I could read, but I didn't find them all. But this is Kevin Smith's Daredevil number 7. That's an awesome Mysterio cover. And then this is number 8. I'll slowly pick up the rest of those so I can read them. And then these are the Green Arrow Quiver run. And this is number 1. I got a good chunk of these, actually. Number 4. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. And number 10. So I think I have 4 more of those to get, and then I can read those. That'll be cool. Next, This is a series that I really wanted to read because I've heard nothing but good things, and I got a big chunk of them, so I can at least get started. I already had probably 10 before this weekend, but this is Gail Simone's Secret Six. This is number 1. So I found a bunch of these in the 50-cent bin. They're a little beat up, but I want them to read them. So this is number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 7. Number 8. Number 15. 16. 18. 20. And 23. So slowly working my way through that. I have more than half it done now, I'm pretty sure. This is another series that I wanted to pick up a bunch of this weekend. I didn't find a ton. A couple. This is USAGI YOJIMBO, the original Fantagraphic book series. I mean, he's a rabbit ninja. A rabbit samurai. What else what's not to like about that? Number 7. And these covers are really cool. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. With a turtle. I'm not sure if that was meant to be Leo or Raph or not, because at this time I think they all had red bandanas, but I'll say an unnamed Ninja Turtle on the cover. And this is number 11. So slowly have to pick up those. They're a little bit hard to find, but they're not super expensive. So next, big chunk of turtles here. And I'm not going to show all of this is Turtles ripoff. I'm not going to show all of these, but this is book 1. I got the first 6. This is Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters. I actually read this. It's kind of a lackluster Turtles ripoff because they kind of just make fun of themselves the entire time. But you can see it resembles even the way it looks. The cover, it looks like Turtles number 1. So and I think there's a bunch more of these Turtles ripoffs from around the time that the Turtles came out. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find some sort of master list or something and see if I can pick them all up. But anyway, these are Volume 1 Turtles. Slowly working my way through this. This is number 12. I have a couple of the lower ones. I have number 4 and number 7. This is number 13. Number 16. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet here pretty soon and pick up some of the lower ones, like a number 2 or a number 3. I should have got one this weekend. They're not that expensive. Number 18, except for number 1. Number 1's crazy. Number 23, I'll have to get a second print of that or something, or third print even. Number 24, but that's fine with me. Number 25. Number 27. I saw a guy selling a number 1. I didn't know what printing it was. I assumed it was a first printing. I asked him how much it was, and he told me that it was $100, and I almost fell over. I was about ready to go out to the car and grab the rest of my cash so I could come in and buy it, but he told me it was a third print. So I don't know if that's a good price for a third print or not. So I wasn't going to drop that much on that book. This is number 28. I know that if that was a number 1, I would have paid that, or if that was a first print, I would have paid that all day. Number 29. Number 30. Some really cool different style covers here. Number 32, and this next one is my favorite cover of the bunch, I think. Number 37 from 1991. So slowly working my way through that. I'll get it done eventually. I started with the really low ones, and then I just found this big old chunk, so couldn't pass those up. Okay, this is a big chunk of Uncanny. These are all run fillers, nothing super groundbreaking in here. There's some better ones at the end, so stick with me until then. I'm going to show all the keys and better stuff at the very end. So, first things first, this is number 280. Working my way up from the Claremont stuff. 281. 284. 285. 291, 297, number 300, nice and shiny, very 90s, 316, I think 317 is the first appearance of Domino. I really wanted to find that one and I couldn't. Number 320, the Wizard edition, variant edition, This is number 321. They're starting to get pretty ugly at this point. Number 351. 365. This is from when? No date on it. 379. 380. 381. 397. 398. 399. Number 400. 401. 444. Really awesome cover on this one. Nightcrawler cover. Chris Claremont writing at this point. Alan Davis on the art. This is number 492. 496. 505. Dotson cover. 512. 513. 516. 536. And 537. So I'm slowly finishing off Uncanny. I sort of just picked up everything that I saw. A lot of these were in 50-cent bins, so you really can't pass up run fillers at that price. But I'm probably gonna narrow my scope a little bit, do maybe 280 to 350, finish that, and then work my way up. Sort of split it up a little bit that way. But this is a nice start anyway. Get some chunks done anyway. Okay, and then the next bunch of these are New Teen Titans. I love this series, and I really wanted to finish it, but number 2 is ridiculously priced. Such a ridiculous price for a first appearance of a character like Deathstroke. I don't understand. It's mostly because of the Arrow show that made it jump up. But this is number 3. I don't have number 1 or number 2, and then I need number 4, and then I'm done. So I'm probably gonna look for number 1 and number 4, and then just call it good. Skip number 2 until that one comes back down to friggin' reality here. This is number 5. Number 9. I really want all these so I can finally read them straight through. I've read bits and pieces, and it's really great stuff. Number 10. 11. There's even some doubles that I picked up in here, just because when I see these Wolfman and Perez New Teen Titans for friggin' 50 cents, I'm gonna pick up doubles. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. Number 16. Number 18. These covers are so amazing. Number 19. Love me some George Perez. Brother Blood cover. Number 22. This is a double for sure, I know. 24. 25. 27. 29. 34. And this one's a double as well. It's number 37. So super pumped to have those. Super glad that I'm so close to finishing off, except for that stupid number 2 is standing in my way. But it's whatever. I'll get there eventually. Okay, and we're to some a few better things before I get to the top tier stuff that I picked up, in my opinion. This is Forever People number 9. I saw Deadman on the cover. That's Kirby, so I want to see what Kirby Deadman looked like. So that's why I grabbed that. Super cheap, too. These are some early Kirby Mr. Miracles. Can't beat these for the prices I paid for them. This is number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And this is like Western Ghost Rider. I don't know why this doesn't count as one of the earlier volumes, because this does predate Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. But this is Ghost Rider number 3. This actually isn't the first volume of this character either. Published by Marvel, they did a magazine format one of the same character, sort of a Western hero, and and it was a magazine size, and we saw number 1 there, and that was a pretty pricey book. And this is the second series of this from this character. And these issues seem to be pretty hard to find, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this. I think maybe it's 9 issues or 10 issues. But if anybody knows anything more about this character, please let me know. I just did some brief research, nothing too extensive. So I'm going to look into this a little bit more and see if it's a realistic series for me to actually complete, or if that's the only one that I'm going to end up getting. But we'll see. Okay, and this is the better stuff. Some modern books that are pretty crazy right now. This is Gotham City Sirens number 1. I mean, of course that's expensive because you see Harley Quinn on the cover and Poison Ivy and Catwoman. Every book in that series there was marked at between $5 and $10 this weekend. It's just absolutely insane. It's a series that I would like to finish off. I think I have 2 issues from it besides this one, but not at that price. I'll wait until it comes back down a bit. Next, this is a book that I've been seeing go for crazy on eBay, like $40, and it's an absolutely fantastic cover, so that's why I decided to grab it. And Harley's on the cover. I think that's why it's expensive, and also I think it's an early Harley Quinn appearance. But this is Batgirl Adventures, the one-shot Bruce Timm cover. Harley is right there. Poison Ivy right there. Like I said, I think it's an early appearance of Harley Quinn, so that's why this book is expensive. But if you know anything more about that book, please let me know. But I couldn't pass that up for the price that I saw it for. I don't think the guy knew exactly what it was. And then next, we have the Uncanny X-Men number 120. This is the first cameo appearance of Alpha Flight. And then 121. These books have gotten crazy expensive. I don't know why. 121, the first full appearance of Alpha Flight. This one's probably VG plus maybe. Got it for a pretty good price. So couldn't pass it up. That's like the sweet spot as far as expensive books go for me. Nice, get a nice VG copy so I can get some more books. But those are the only 2 like Bronze Age Claremont Uncannies that I got. There are some Silver Age ones that I'm going to get to here in a second. Some big Silver Age ones. Next, this is I got some key books every day. I got sort of 1 big book every day, and Sunday I was able to get 2. On Friday, this is a book that wasn't even on my radar. It wasn't one that I was planning on getting, but this is Strange Adventures number 205, the first appearance of Deadman. This has been on my list for a long time, and it just wasn't towards the top for this particular show, but saw it for a great price, had to grab it. Really awesome Neil Adams cover. A little writing here in the comics code box. I had my pick between 2 copies. They were the same price. The other one had a big crease down the middle, and it was a little more beat up, but there was no writing on it. But I'll gladly take that little bit of writing just because everything else about the book looks pretty awesome. So super pumped to have that. And then these next 2 I got on Sunday. My biggest book was on Saturday, but these 2 came on Sunday, a day where you can get awesome deals. They were already marked at 25% off, and then I offered the guy even less than that, and he said, works for me. So, first of all, these are both Silver Age X-Men. This is X-Men number 49. This is the first appearance of Polaris. I have number 50, which is her second appearance and her first cover appearance, but I wanted to pick this one up. For being a white cover, it's actually in pretty good shape. Just a couple spine things here. It's not too brown. For the price, you really can't beat it. There was a really great shop there that had super down-to-earth prices as far as these Silver Age X-Men books go, so I had to pick that one up. This one, we're stepping it up a little bit. This one's a little bit bigger. This is X-Men number 54. This is a Neil Adams cover, and this is the first appearance of Alex Summers' Havoc. So, super excited to have that one. Definitely was a book that I was that I had in the back of my mind. It wasn't one that I thought I was going to pick up, but when I saw it and I saw the price, just could not pass it up. Here, we'll do this. Okay, and then the big boy. A book that I'm still sort of in awe that I have. It's now my lowest X-Men number to date in the teens, and it's probably the biggest book in the teens because of the first appearance. But this book is so kick-ass, and the cover is so awesome. I'm still, shocked that I have it. This is X-Men number 14. If you don't know what that is the first appearance of the Sentinels. Not a top tier first appearance for the X-Men. I mean, you got number 1 in 94 and giant size, but the Sentinels is a pretty big. That's a pretty big first appearance. And number 14, that's just crazy to me. I didn't expect that I would get such a low X-Men book and such a key X-Men book at this show. So super pumped about that. Slowly putting a nice little dent in my Silver Age. My Silver Age X-Men. If I'm going to ever complete a one long-running book, it's definitely going to be Uncanny, and I don't think it's one that's pretty doable. Number 1's expensive, and 94 is expensive, and so is Giant Size.